An anonymous tipster sent a batch of text messages from former Georgia Senator Kelly Leffler, who of course lost her special election on January 5th, 2021, the day before the Capitol riot. But these text messages, show that one of the people who was texting with Leffler in December of 2020 was then Representative-elect Marjorie Taylor Greene. And Marjorie Taylor Greene was apparently trying to recruit Kelly Leffler to the cause of overturning the results of the 2020 election. Here are the text messages that Marjorie Taylor Greene sent along with Leffler's eventual response. First one is from December 2nd, 2020. Greene texts, "I need to talk with you about a plan we're developing on how to vote on the Electoral College votes on January 6th. I need a senator, and I think this is a major help for you to win on the 5th. Leffler didn't respond. 18 days go by. December 20th now. Marjorie Taylor Greene texts her again. "Hi, Kelly. I've organized a meeting with President Trump, his legal team, and members of Electoral College votes for Joe Biden in several key states on January 6th. It's tomorrow at 2. Can you come to the White House? It's an informal meeting and planning session." So then, according to the reports, Leffler met with her aides and she's like, what do I do? Am I going to this thing? Am I not going to this thing? Who knows? So Leffler later that day did, of course, respond, and she said, "I'm with Ivanka all day Monday, subject to the time of vote on relief package. But I've said everything is on the table with regard to January 6th. So Leffler politely declines, like, "Oh, man, you just such bad timing. I'm going to be hanging out with Ivanka, all right? We're going to do some cool stuff. But hey, listen, totally everything's on the table with January 6th. So like, hit me up after that. Like, we'll get together. We're going to do all kinds of crazy, nutty stuff, right? All right, I'll see you." And I'm sorry, but there's actually another text message sent to Leffler that I'm going to read in a minute that's on a different subject. But anyway, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who was not yet in Congress, was actively trying to recruit sitting members of Congress in the Senate to go and join her little cause to overturn the results of a Democratic election here in the United States. This is an individual who is cruising to a very easy victory, as far as I can tell, to go back to Congress. And she was conspiring, or at least attempting to conspire, with other individuals to get them to go along with the potentially illegal plan to overturn the results of the 2020 election. How are we letting these people still serve in Congress? Why is there not more outrage and more calls for these members to be expelled, right? I mean, I can't be the only one thinking this. I know Marjorie Taylor Greene did have that challenge, she supported an insurrection. She didn't support it. I mean, in my book, she's trying to do it from inside the House before she's even inside the House. And she's still a member of Congress, one who, by the way, is demanding more power when Republicans take over after the midterms. As I mentioned, there's another text message. This one, of course, not related to Marjorie Taylor Greene or, of course, the scheme to overturn the results of the 2020 election. This one came from Trisharaffensberger, the wife of Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, Republicans. And they had been receiving death threats, of course, from Trump supporters because they weren't overthrowing Georgia's election results. So Trisharaffensberger sent this message to Kelly Leffler. "I hold you personally responsible for anything that happens to any of my family, from my husband, children, and grandchildren." Now that's pretty powerful. And I do have sympathy for the Raffensperger family for the death threats that they have faced. It has been horrendous. I mean, I've done segments talking about them, reading some of them. They're truly disgusting and just downright terrifying at some points. So I'm glad that Trisharaffensberger sent that message to Kelly Leffler because she deserved it. But Leffler never got the chance, did she? She lost that January 5th special election. She wasn't there on January 6th. She was gone. She remains gone, thank God. And hopefully we never, ever, ever have to deal with her again. But there's still the matter of how to deal with Marjorie Taylor Greene actively trying to recruit sitting members of Congress to her little team to overthrow the election results. That kind of seems like a glaring oversight. I mean, I think the January 6th committee ought to spend a little bit more time thinking about the members in their chambers, that tried to do that, but shoulda, woulda, coulda at this point. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is probably coming back to Congress again next year. And if she has her way, not only is she coming back, she's coming back with more power than ever. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.